Hello and welcome to another video from the only channel you need to not only survive the current apocalypse but actually enjoy it. And today's little video, or this hour's little video, is going to be episode 2 of Wake Up Call. Because I was just inside uploading my video from episode 1 of Wake Up Call, and my wife just happened to be watching ABC News. Not something I would voluntarily do. But in any case, apparently the government has told the networks to show a video of some famous actress pre-chewing her child's food. And the reason being, this video is going viral and everybody's getting the idea that it'd be good to go back to what humans did for the first 6,000 years of our existence and pre-chew our children's food. Now, the reason that the government doesn't want you to do that is because by stopping the children from developing a relationship with their parents, they create better New World Order soldiers. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are going to say, oh, you're just going a little too far with this. There's a better reason than that, and it's profit. And sure enough, a little jar like that of baby food costs about the same thing as a jar like this of grown-up food, and guess what? It's the same food. But the reality is that back in the 1960s, the network started telling mothers not to breastfeed their children because bottled food had better nutrients in it. And I was bottle fed. In fact, half my family thinks that when someone breastfeeds their child, that's child abuse. Now, in the other half of my family married into a Native American tribe, and my cousin, who is American Indian, tells me that his food was pre-chewed. All his children's food was pre-chewed, and now his grandchildren's food is pre-chewed. And if the mama's not home, the grandma does it. And those children are perfectly healthy. So in any case, whenever a nation is found, and the New World Order is coming, and the empire that exists today knows that its days are numbered. The children that are over here, they've already got parents that are pre-programmed. It's kind of easy to break that bond. But in other nations where they don't have enough time because their parents are simple indigenous peoples, they just kill their children. Don't tell me, I already know, oh, America's bringing freedom. They ain't killing their children. Well, back in the 1960s, the U.S. started to develop weapons that were tipped with depleted uranium. I knew the first time I heard of that the whole reason for that was to exterminate entire civilizations. You go in there with the excuse that only depleted uranium will break a hardened bunker or a tank, and then you leave these depleted uranium missile tips all over the place, and for 1,000 years, everybody that has a baby there has a deformed baby. If you don't believe me, you can do a little research, because right now, all the humanitarian organizations that are going over to Iraq and Afghanistan are handing out flyers begging parents not to get pregnant. A while back, a friend of mine at the Pharaoh show sent me a video called Hidden Children, and I'm going to put a link to that on my video. Now, I don't always agree with everything that the Pharaoh show puts out, but I still consider the man who has that channel to be a prophet because he tries his best to put out pure truth the best he can see it. Same as me. What I tell you is not pure truth, and what he tells you is not pure truth. But the reality is, when he makes a video, he usually gets hauled off to jail, and yet he willingly does it. So I highly recommend that you go take a look at what he's talking about. Here's something to think about. 1918, World War I, the tank was invented. That was probably on a Thursday. By Monday morning, they invented the bomb that would blow the tank up. And guess what? Other than the United States and its affiliate nations, no nation on the earth has advanced tank technology much beyond World War I. We could still use the same bombs to blow up those tanks that they used back then on Monday morning in 1918. So there's really no any excuse you're given about why we got to use depleted uranium is a lie. Pure and simple, a lie. And not only that, the people we're blowing up with them now, they're not in tanks. They're in farmhouses that don't have electricity or indoor plumbing. And in fact, that's the reason we're killing them. People like that do not raise New World Order children. They have to be exterminated. Check out the Pharaoh show. If you don't want to survive, don't listen to me.